In this video, I'll show you how to blur the background of a photo. There's one of two ways to do it. I'll show you the quick way first, and then the more manual way of doing it later on. So first things first, go into Lens Blur, click Apply, and then it's already done a fairly good job, and you can control the amount of blur with this slider here. If you put it all the way to 100, you'll see spots that haven't been completely picked up with the AI, but we can fix that later on. Next thing you can do is add a little bit of bokeh. So if you zoom in, you can see the sort of style and effect that each one of these buttons has. I'll select this one, and then you can adjust the strength of it. Just put it back to normal for now. And then with this one, you can control basically how far or how close the blur is actually applied. So if you drag it across, you'll see it brings the subject out of focus. And then you bring it back. And then everything further away will be out of focus. And then you can visualize this as well if you need to. So everything in white is what will be in focus. You just need to try and get it as good as you can. And then turn it off again. And then like I was talking about before, you've got all these bits here that are still in focus, so you can fix them up with this refinement tool. You press the blur button, and I turn the auto mask on. And then just hover over it. And it does a pretty good job as it is. And then if you zoom out again, there's your image with the background all blurred. The second step I will show you now, so just turn that apply button off. Go into your masking, and in this case I'll select people, and then select person 1, entire person, and then in this case you need to invert the person selection and go into detail, and you can choose how much you want to adjust it, but you can go all the way down on the sharpness. And as you can see, already doing that, it's blurred the background quite a fair bit. But you can do a few more things if you bring down the clarity. That blurs it even more. And then the same as with the texture. And then this is before and after. And then just play around with the exposure as well. Just ever so slightly. I bring the exposure down a little bit. Bring up the contrast. It might be a bit too much, but you can play around with it yourself and get it the way you want it to be. And in this case, you might even need to just adjust the subject a little bit as well, do a few edits on that. And that's how you blur the background in Lightroom.